Taxes are notoriously difficult and complicated. People have just a lot of worries when the IRS comes up. It's scary. If you get a letter from the IRS, we're there to help. The University of Minnesota Tax Clinic is really a community resource. We provide free legal services, full representation to individuals that have federal and state tax controversies. Students provide direct one-on-one representation with the individuals. We will do what we can to make sure that they feel like the system is treating them fairly.
The Tax Clinic has always had a rich history of advocacy and taking the work seriously. These are real people, real cases with real consequences.
You are the professional. You are the expert in this scenario. Having responsibility, real world responsibility, actually being able to help people and realizing that what you've been studying for is paying off.
The Tax Clinic is year-round, so a lot of their time in law school is spent in the clinic.
There's always someone there to offer advice and say, oh, this isn't in the manual, but this is actually how it works in practice. Even though everyone has their own clients, it's a very team environment.
And it might be an audit, it might just be that you owe taxes that you can't afford. We help over 100 people generally a year.
Many of them come from low-income backgrounds. Many of them come to the Tax Clinic because of resource issues. It's expensive to get tax help. So we're helping folks who maybe perhaps arguably otherwise would not be able to get assistance.
I had a client my first year where they had a tax return filed and they were due a refund, they weren't able to get it.
Every time I asked her something, she investigated, gave an answer immediately if she had it available, or investigated and the next day she had the answer ready for us.
We filed a petition in tax court and we were able to work with appeals to get that resolved and get them their refund. So I actually got to meet them today, which was great. Even though I knew that it had turned out well for them, it was just nice to have that kind of sense of closure.
Excellent, she helped us, wonderful, absolutely.
The Tax Clinic felt like family to me, and it still does to this day. Those relationships are just incredible.
How do you argue against penalties?
Professor Smith is not just a professor, he's someone who really takes an active interest and is invested in his students. To be able to learn from real life, experienced tax attorneys was second to none. You get real life preparation for what you're gonna be stepping into. I got a chance to try a case as a law school student. It was exciting to be in front of a real life judge. It was exciting to try a real life case. I couldn't imagine a better preparation for the work that I do now.
There aren't a whole lot of private tax firms that work on the kind of issues that we do. Most of what lawyers do, frankly, is end up representing wealthier clients. And that is especially true in tax because it's really just a money game. So there's this entire area of law, basically, that gets really underdeveloped. So it's kind of created this asymmetry. So I really do see us as a resource, not just in the community, which we definitely are, but also for the system, which I like to have students think about.
It's just a really great experience to be able to tell someone this is not as dire as you think it is. We can help you solve this, we can work with you, we can work with the IRS. We are able to really do a lot for our clients when they come to the clinic.
They're wonderful people, they help you. Very impressed with the whole situation.
Bye-bye. The students, they are taking the lead. They really start to recognize that they are the attorney, they are the go-to for the client.
For me, it was my first time being looked at as an expert. I was asked in all of the interviews while I was interviewing, tell me about your tax clinic experience. Employers really value that the first time you walk through their doors, it's not going to be the first time that you interact with the client.
I came to law school because I wanted to practice law, right? I didn't want to, sit in a room and think about law. I wanted to be in the courtroom, and that's what I got to do in the tax clinic, and I got to learn from folks who had done that. It was a wonderful experience.